Welcome, Bachelor students. We're kicking off a brand new explainer today, focused entirely on week 1 of your syllabus, Foundations and the Ideology of Pakistan. If you're looking to ace this course, getting a really solid grip on these initial concepts is absolutely the key. So we're going to break down your syllabus into clear, bite-sized takeaways, just so you know exactly where to focus all that academic energy. Okay, let's dive right into this. To help you master your outcomes today, we're covering 4 key areas. First, defining ideology. Second, historical and civilizational roots. Third, elements of Pakistan's ideology. And finally, connecting to your beliefs. But before we get bogged down in the dry academic definitions, let's actually start right here. What forms the baseline of your beliefs? Seriously, think about that for a second. You see, this isn't just some mandatory box to check off for graduation. It's literally the lens through which we view our daily lives, our society, and our shared history. Understanding this baseline is exactly what this week's material is designed to help you do. So moving to Section 1, Defining Ideology, the baseline of belief. Your syllabus really emphasizes studying the definition and significance of ideology as your starting point. Broadly speaking, it refers to a system of ideas and ideals that form the basis of theory and policy. Think of it kind of like the operating system running in the background of a whole society. Having a solid, completely neutral understanding of this definition is your starting line for the entire semester. All right, on to Section 2, Historical and Civilizational Roots, Contextualizing the Ideology. Now, how exactly does a concept like that take root? Well, your thematic focus for this week includes an overview of Muslim rule and the broader civilizational perspective in the subcontinent. We're looking at these areas objectively, really seeing them as the historical soil from which specific political and social ideas grew. You'll basically be mapping out timelines to neutrally observe how the environment shaped the dominant ideas of the time. Which brings us to Section 3, Elements of Pakistan's Ideology, the Basic Foundations. Listen up, because this is where things get absolutely critical. This right here is CLO 1, your primary course learning outcome. It requires you to demonstrate enhanced knowledge of the basis of the ideology of Pakistan. And notice that this is marked as a cognitive level 2 outcome. That means rote memorization just won't cut it here. You need to genuinely comprehend and explain the concepts. Mastering this is crucial for your success. So the crucial point is that your syllabus requires you to identify and understand these basic elements. The course will cover these elements neutrally, examining the structural pillars that support the nation's founding framework. Your job as a student isn't just to list them off, but to truly understand how these pillars interact to hold the whole structure up. But how exactly do you demonstrate that enhanced knowledge? Well, your syllabus gives you a super clear 2-step roadmap. Step 1. Grasp the basis of the ideology itself. Step 2. Analyze this with special reference to the founding fathers of Pakistan. If you can effectively map out how these historical figures shaped that ideological basis, you'll have CLO 1 in the bag for sure. And finally, Section 4, Connecting to Your Beliefs, Tarbiyah and RAS Focus. This is where things get really fascinating for me. The syllabus includes a specific Tarbiyah focus. The goal here is understanding ideology as a baseline for belief systems. It's essentially asking you to step back and reflect on how a structured set of ideas actually informs the way people see the world, makes their daily decisions, and establish their core values. And this brilliantly illustrates a really fascinating comparison, personal versus collective belief systems, because, an ideology doesn't just function on some grand national scale. It operates on a deeply personal level for the individual too. Your coursework asks you to map the connection between the two, like how do big collective historical ideas trickle down to influence the personal beliefs of individuals? I want to leave you with this final kind of provocative question to chew on. How does the ideology of Pakistan shape your own personal and collective baseline today? As you read through your materials this week, keep this question right in the back of your mind. It perfectly wraps up your Tarbiyah focus and transitions you from merely reading history to actively analyzing it. Good luck with your studies this week, and definitely keep engaging with the material.